Hello my friends, Virus here, and it is that time of year. Pokemon Day is almost upon us. In a few days, Pokemon Presents 2/27/2024. Really excited for it, and as such, I have a bunch of predictions that I want to make. So I suggest you stick around for the last one, because the last one is my top prediction. First off, just gonna get this one off the table, bunch of mobile game updates. We know what's gonna happen. It's a Pokemon presentation. They're gonna represent their mobile games. My guess is Pokemon Cafe Remix, Pokemon Go, Pokemon Masters EX. Am I missing any? I don't think I'm missing any. So that one's off the table. Let's get to the real predictions. Next up on the list is a new Pokemon Mystery Dungeon specifically for Switch. Last time we got, of course, a remake of the first Mystery Dungeon games, Pokemon Red Rescue Team and Pokemon Blue Rescue Team, in the form of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX, but we haven't gotten, just an original Mystery Dungeon for Switch yet, and I would love to see that. I feel like there's a lot of potential for a new Mystery Dungeon game, especially since there have been 2 whole generations, I believe, since the last new one, if I'm not wrong. So a new Mystery Dungeon would be very cool, and I'd love to see it. Next up on the list is kind of just tailoring to the fans, because it's not that I don't want this, it's just that everyone else wants this a little too soon after Gen 4 remakes. Black and White remake. They're gonna happen someday. My guess is they're gonna wait till the next console, because if you look at their string of remakes, they like to release one generation of remakes per console. Fire Red Leaf Green on the GBA, Heart Gold Soul Silver on the DS, Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire on the 3DS, Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl for the Switch. I feel like they're gonna save Black and White remakes for the next console. When that'll be, who knows? Next up on the list is probably not gonna happen, but I think it's more likely than Black and White remakes, considering Pokemon is pretty much done with Pokemon Scarlet and Violet now. Generation 10 games, the next generation of Pokemon games, the next mainline Pokemon games. I'm gonna predict it because they might show it off. They just released the rest of the DLC for, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, along with the epilogue. So what else is there to do? Besides maybe make a bunch of different events over the year, maybe? Just to stretch out the longevity of Scarlet and Violet? But to me, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet have been on the market for long enough that they might consider making new games. So yeah, Generation 10, whatever it could be, light and dark, ketchup and mustard, chips and dip, I don't know. Point is, Generation 10 could happen, and I would like to see it. Next up on the list is probably not going to happen. Let's be real. Very unlikely to happen, but I would like to see it. Pokemon Colosseum HD Remaster, or a sequel to both Colosseum and XD Gale of Darkness. It's unlikely, but with the inclusion of Shadow Pokemon and Pokemon Go, it tells you that they haven't abandoned the concept. So it could be possible to see Pokemon Colosseum HD, or XD HD, or even just another game in that that series. That would be really cool. I know that they're kind of the black sheep of the Pokemon franchise, but they're really cool games to me, and I love them. Next up on the list is Let's Go Johto. Pokemon Let's Go Johto, I don't know what they would be called. Togepi and Pichu, I don't know. Just, Gen 2 Let's Go games. I think that'd be really cool. There's not really much to say about this one other than that's it. I just want them to be Let's Go games in Johto, Next up on the list is kind of tailoring to other fans as well. It's not that I don't want this, I just feel like I don't think they would do another one this soon. A new Pokemon Legends game. We have Pokemon Legends Arceus on the Switch, and it might be nice to see another Legends game with this kind of idea, where you're in the past and this one was you're creating the first Pokedex, maybe maybe these are the events of, if say this is Gen 2, maybe we're experiencing the events of the Burn Tower. Maybe if it's a Gen 5 Legends game, maybe we could see what the original dragon looked like of Kyurem, Zekrom, and Reshiram. That would be cool. It might not happen, it probably won't happen, but it would be cool. Next up on the list is just any Pokemon trading card game announcement. They like to sneak these in sometimes. I think they actually snuck one in last time, if I'm not wrong. So it would be cool to see it. They could announce the next Scarlet and Violet set, which would be cool. I think they've already announced it, and I think there's some cards shown off in the set already. They could just officially announce it's coming this date, that would be cool. I already have a good collection of the Scarlet and Violet base set, so who knows? It'd be cool to see TCG. Next up on the list is a new Pokemon animation of some kind. Maybe a Pokemon anime update, maybe it's a short web series, something of that nature. Whether it's on Netflix, just whatever it is. Pokemon animation, let's hope we see it. I think we saw it last time in Paths of the Peak, I think. And another example is Hisuian Snow, I believe. So something along those lines would be cool to see. And it's likely to happen. Next up on the list is probably, again, not going to happen, but I want it, and I would like to see it. Classic Pokemon games on Switch. I don't know how they would structure this, considering NSO, but like Red, Blue, Yellow, maybe sneak in Gold, Silver, and Crystal. That'd be very cool to see. Maybe sneak in, you know, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Fire Red, Leaf Green. That'd be very cool. Now, this is my last prediction, and it's the one that probably is the least likely to happen. A new Pokepark game or a Pokepark remake. Now, if you grew up with Pokepark like me, you probably also love Pokepark. Every day from school when I got it, I would come home, play a bit of it, and throughout the day I'd be like, oh, I'm so excited to go home and play Pokepark. If you don't know what it is, it's basically a game where you are Pikachu and you fall through a hole to like an alternate universe type thing, kind of, where all the Pokemon seem to talk and stuff, and I think you're looking for Mew. It's been so long since I've played it, I have to play it again. It's so good. And you're basically just running around the game as Pikachu. It's really cool, and you get to battle Pokemon as Pikachu and like dodge around and use Thunder Shock, and later on Iron Tail, and you can like play like tag with Pokemon. It's a very cute game. It may not tailor to everyone, but I think it would do great on Switch, especially with the motion controls as well. Like, it's just such a fun game, and I would love to see it. And I think that's about it. Like, if I have anything else I want to put in, I'll probably put it in post. But yeah, that's all my predictions. I only had 11 of them, which is crazy. But what are your hopes and predictions for Pokemon Day 2024? Let me know down in the comments below. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new so you don't miss the next episode. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Virus out.